Hello, good morning, everybody. How you doing? All right, 3 people are awake. What's up, everybody out there on the interwebs on YouTube? Good to see you guys. Thanks for tuning in this morning. My name is Tyler, and I'm the middle school pastor here. And with me,
Hi guys, I'm Aaron.
Aaron Nelson. Hey, Aaron, does anyone ever call you Nelson?
No,
People call me Brian all the time, and
no, they don't. People call me Tyler more than they call me Nelson. Believe it or not.
Hey, if you're joining us for the first time, this is Tyler. My name is Donnie Peters.
If you're online, I'm watching you right now.
Yeah, we're watching.
Weird.
But hey, guys, real quick, before we get started, we want you to know something that we believe here at the very core of who we are. And everybody in this room watching online, we want you guys to know that you belong here. Aaron, what does that mean?
It means 3 things. It means that this is a place where you can be yourself, where you can make new friends, but most importantly, it's a place where you can connect with a God who created you, who loves you, and wants the absolute best for you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you know us here at MSM, we like to have fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously. We take Jesus very seriously, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. And that's not just me and Aaron, as you know. We have some incredible small group leaders here. And let me tell you about this game that we're going to play.
Tell me about it.
The game is called What Would a Leader Do?
Oh.
And it started because we were outside a while ago at squad night in our parking lot.
Huh?
And I don't know how it came about, but Micah Thompson, one of our 6th grade leaders at the 9:30 service, said, "Hey, I'll go lick that dumpster for $1." And we said, "I wonder what else Micah would do." And then I thought, we have some awesome leaders. I wonder what our leaders would do. And so here we are.
Oh, man. We missed a great opportunity. We should have given them Klondike bars if they pulled it off.
Yeah,
What would they do?
we missed it.
Nobody gets that right. There you go.
I bet everyone online
Klondike
is saying
bar.
it. But here's the thing. Here's what's cool. When you guys walked into the room this morning in person, you put some dares in the box. Some dares. We're going to draw some out and have leaders do what you said on the card. And if they say yes, which they don't have to, and they attempt it, you get candy. Online, if you're watching on YouTube, we're going to be watching the chat, I guess.
We should take one from online.
Yeah, we're going to take one from
Absolutely.
online.
I'm going to take the best one
the
from
best
online.
one from online. That's doable because we don't have
That's
things here. What's up? You have a question about this easily game? He forgot the question. The question was, how awesome is this going to be? And this is going to be awesome. I'll tell you this right now. Me and Aaron we'll both do it as well. But first, we want you guys to have some fun with your leaders.
Yep.
So where's Megan? Is Megan Simpson in here? Yes, she is.
Down.
Megan has agreed to be the guinea pig for the
You're
11:15
the next
service.
contestant on why did I sign up for this?
Yeah.
Hello. Everybody give up a round of applause for Megan.
This is Megan.
I think you just did.
Hey,
Right,
inside
I
the
tuned out.
blue box here.
There we go.
Aaron, go ahead and
Yes.
draw one out.
Oh, don't mind if I does.
That was really mean. I'm
You
sorry.
played yourself. Well, Tyler played you.
Yeah, I did. Your name is the best. I don't know who did this. So who's it from?
I think we need to get video of this happening. I don't know if we can do it now.
What do you mean? What is it? What is it?
I can see. I can probably go run and make this happen.
Okay. You know what, Megan? Take a seat in the front row here. We're going to get back to you. Yeah.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Be right back.
I'll see
All
if
right.
this can happen. I'll be back.
We don't have supplies, but we do have people in this building, and there's someone that's needed for this game. So we're going to come back to that. Just you wait. An online crowd, keep posting yourself because Aaron is going to pick the best one when he gets back. Aaron, run. Run like the wind. All right. I don't know how we have questions. I'm going to keep moving on. Okay. How many of you guys remember a guy named Micah Thompson teaching us a couple years ago, it seems like? Micah, we have Micah here. And we asked Micah to come back because he's been a part of the 15 service a little bit. He's been speaking to us. He's gotten to know you guys at squad nights. You know him online. He's taught a couple times now, haven't you? I forgot. I tuned out. I tuned out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw one for you. It better be mine. I put one in too, you know. All right. I'm going to play judge. This says tell a secret. But I'm going to make you keep going with secrets until I think it's worthy. So where is Reagan Herring? All right. If he attempts this, you get candy. You know that, right? That's how this works. Micah, a secret, please.
I need a second.
We don't have a second. We have You have secrets. Everyone has secrets. Well, if he says he doesn't have very many. That means you have at least one. Come on, guys, peer pressure him. This is what it's all about. Everybody's doing it. Put it in the chat. Peer pressure Micah. This is the best. All right, you got it.
Aaron's my favorite.
Nope. We told you can't lie. It's got to be a real secret. So try again. That was good, right? That was a good recovery. Aaron's not his favorite, just so the world knows. It sounds like we got a secret from one of our students in here. Micah made Aiden pee his pants. Aiden Big Craft. So leave him an Instagram message. Put it everywhere. He made Aiden pee his pants.
What?
All right, get off the stage. His secret, Aaron, was that you're his favorite. Dumb. We have some candy for you. Aaron's going to come up real quick. Did you get it?
He's on stage right now.
Okay.
But I think we can make this happen.
We can make it happen, but in the meantime, I can come back up. We can make it happen later. We're going to put it on pause. Aaron, do we have one from online crowd yet?
Yes.
I'll do it. Because we're out of leaders. I'll do it. Okay.
Remember you said that.
Okay. Megan, this is from Braden. I already don't trust. I mean, do you trust that face? No, no one does. His parents don't. No one does.
Parents.
Okay. Eat. Have I lost you yet? Eat a whole. Have I lost you yet? Online crowd, what do you think it's going to be? Piece of paper. A whole piece of paper. Well,
You need your notes, do you?
well, the only paper I have up here, you know what? There's ink on all of them. Paper without ink. What is this?
What about like
Staples?
a lined sheet of paper? A lined sheet
A
of paper?
lined sheet of paper. All right. Real quick, Megan, how long have you been a small group leader here at MSM?
2 years.
2 years. And what grade are you a leader for?
7/8.
7/8. And we're going to get into that why in just a minute. Shout out to Cindy if you're watching online. But yeah, Megan is a 7th grade leader. Some of you guys online know who Megan is. About a year and a half ago, we had our first ever girls' night here at MSM. And she was like the champion for that event. She hosted it, helped me plan it. It was awesome. All right, Megan, a lined sheet of paper. Did you get your candy yet? Okay. You like Skittles?
You gotta do the whole thing.
All right. Megan's eating paper right now. While she's doing it, what's the one that you have for me from online?
Call your ex and ask why you guys broke up.
My phone is over here.
No way. That one was sent in by Derek Roberts. It's either that or you teach the entire message with your head sticking through one of the letters. Those are your two choices.
Okay, I'm going to call my ex. I'm calling my ex. My ex?
It's to call his ex and ask why they broke up.
You hear it ringing.
This is stressful.
if you can hear it
Hi,
online.
this is Kelly. I can't pick up the phone right now, but leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks.
They can definitely
At the
hear
tone,
this online.
please record your message. When you
Confirmed.
finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more
I'm gonna
options.
leave a message.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave a message. Hey, this is me. It's Tyler Bryan. Do you remember why we broke up? Because I do.
The best part of that was when it's like leave a message at the beep, and you go, I'm gonna leave a message. Hello, this is Tyler Bryan.
Yes. So there we go. Fun fact.
Huh?
Hold on, my wife is calling me right now.
She
That
must be
was
watching
I
live
called my
online
wife
right
because
now.
we broke up before we got married. It's my ex, technically. It works. Hey, I just had to call you on
Ex was
stage because I was
ironically
there
his
too,
next.
so you're good. Bye. Awesome. All right, so I did it. Who was that? Online? We're going to give you something this
That was
week.
online.
We'll send you something at home.
That's right, Derek
Um,
Roberts.
Do we have time for one more? Yeah, we do. I think it's Aaron's turn. Who wants to see Aaron do one? You want to draw it out, Megan?
Less
Yes.
enthusiasm, please.
That's unreal.
That is impressive.
You're going to be pooping lined paper for weeks.
Poop is just gonna have lines in it.
I don't know what it said.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what it said.
Eat more.
That was the one I ate. This one is from Tyler Bryan.
Oh my god.
It's from me. Punch Aaron in the gut. Aaron, you have to punch Aaron in the gut.
Okay. I need a formal
You'll
drum
get
roll
candy.
if
The
this is gonna
student,
happen.
yeah.
Drum roll, please.
We're gonna watch Aaron punch himself in the gut. Watch this, right there. Now, Aaron, go ahead. Hard. Hard. Okay, wait. Can I do it? Okay. Dang it. Oh, yeah, that was good. That was good. Because that was mine, I'm gonna
Good
take
thing
some
I have
candy.
abs of steel.
All right. Hey, Brian, this is for your group, and they only get it if they do well today in small group. Nice.
If you would have caught that, that would have been the cleanest.
I would have let you keep it. I would let you keep it.
that.
Awesome. Well, hey, we have a couple announcements for you guys.
Man, there's so much going on around
So
here.
much.
So much. And we're so glad that you're here for it.
Yeah.
First and foremost, on Tuesday nights, what do? Tyler just punched somebody off camera. But I heard
just
it.
hit
Somebody
somebody.
said squad night. Now, why is this Tuesday squad night so important, you may ask? It's because this is the last Apex squad night of the semester. Everybody say, oh. Oh, so if you were watching online, your in-person campus squad night this Tuesday is the last one from 6:30 to 8. You can go to the link in the description to sign up for it. But wait, there's more. Good news, next Tuesday, so the following Tuesday, May the 4th, if you will, we're having all-in squad night, Color War edition. And how many of y'all have been a part of Color War before? Anybody in here? There's a few of us. There's a few. It's been a while since we've done it because of COVID and everything, but we are back. This is our first, full-scale, all-in event that we've done.
Yeah.
Since COVID ended.
Not half scale, not three-quarter scale,
The whole enchilada.
whole scale, full scale.
So this is the way that it's going to work. We're going to meet up here, but so are students from our Raleigh campus, our Morrisville campus, our Garner campus. They're going to meet here. We're going to go out in the parking lot, and we're all going to have powdered paint, and we're just going to make the biggest mess that we absolutely can. So we encourage you, wear all white to this thing because the pictures that come out afterwards are by far the best part. I absolutely love it.
Your showers won't know what hit them.
They will not.
Just saying.
You'll be trying to figure out what it is a few weeks from now. So May 4th, this is May the 4th, Be With You Day, Star Wars Day. So there may be a couple of stormtroopers going around.
Oh, man.
You might hear some Imperial March.
We should have saved the Star Wars bumper video for... It's fine.
It's fine.
It's
We
fine.
have plenty.
It's
There's
fine.
more than enough Star Wars stuff going on in the world. So make sure you're there for that. Here's the next thing. If you are an 8th grader, let me hear you make some noise.
8th graders! Yes! What's up?
Yes. You may be wondering, why are we talking to you specifically? Well, that's because tonight we have an HSM, a high school ministry event that's happening, and you as an 8th grader getting ready to go into 9th grade, because that's how numbers work, you are invited to be a part of this. It is Extreme Bingo Night, where we are giving away an Xbox Series S, among other things. So make sure you are here. Make sure you're ready to deal with some consequences, and it's going to be awesome. Tyler's not Micah's favorite. All right. Last thing that we have for you here is we are starting a brand new series next week, or I'm sorry, in 2 weeks, called Jesus Blank. Now, if you're here in the room, we need your help making this video for this upcoming series. So when this service is over with, you can meet me out in the basketball court. I will give you full instructions, but I want you to think about this question. If you had to fill in the blank, if somebody just said Jesus Blank, how would you fill that in? Be thinking about that. We're going to need your help when the service is over after small groups. So with all that being said, that is for next series. But this week, we're going to go ahead and wrap up our series. No, we're not. Why do I keep wanting this series to end? We still have 2 more weeks. We're going to be continuing our series called Bolt. Oh, he's here.
He's here.
He's here.
He's here.
Are we going to do this?
Yes, we are.
Are we going to have Megan do it?
Yes, we
She's
are.
already done so much.
Yes. Donnie, come up here. Right now. Because I asked you to.
Come on down.
Megan, come here.
Poor Megan has been through so
Poor
much
Megan.
this
I don't
morning.
know who wrote it.
It just said your name.
Oh, who wrote your name on the line, your name? Was that you? Who did? All right.
Ladies
So
and gentlemen, Apex Campus Pastor Donnie Peters.
Donnie Peters. We're playing a game, Donnie. We're playing a game called What Would a Leader Do? Where we dare leaders to do random things that students have suggested, both online and in person. And Megan came up, but we couldn't complete her dare without you here. That was different. That was a different dare. Different dare. Yeah, she's going to have that sitting in her for a while. So this dare was that Megan. Aaron, what did it say again?
Megan has to propose to Donnie Peters.
That's what it said. Whatever you
just
want.
said you had to propose. You need to make him an offer you can't refuse. That would be problematic. But you can propose whatever you want. So here we go.
I mean, he can say no. Propose whatever you want to propose. But we had to get Donnie from Big Church, adult church. Adult church, not old church. It's old. It's old.
Donnie. What? Oh, all right, I'll propose. Otherwise, I was going to ask you how to teach me your accent. So, out and about. Out and about. I will propose in a Canadian accent. Because that's kind of Australian.
It's a ring pop. Thank you, Ian.
I love you, Justin Simpson, my husband, 6th grade leader today. You're amazing.
It's because it's students asked her to.
All right. Donnie, it has been amazing getting to know you over the past 3 years, 4 years. You are phenomenal, and you are an amazing teacher, and I would want nothing more than to spend the rest of my time in this community, coming to Hope and being part of your congregation. Please, Donnie, will you go out and about with me?
Yes, I will.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, they're becoming members. Nice.
He said yes.
Yes.
I think this needs to be this moments.
Yeah.
Moments like this in baptism need to be a staple at Hope Community Church. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks, Megan. Everyone, give it up for Donnie P.
Thank you to Derek online who suggested that. Well, hey, we are going to go ahead and move forward now that we've gotten all the proposals and all that stuff out of the way. Poor Megan. Poor Megan. What a team player. This is proof, guys. This is proof that your small group leaders love you and would do whatever they had to purely for your own entertainment. So we're going to go ahead and continue our series called Bold. And over the course of this series, we've been challenging you to memorize Philippians 1:20. Does anybody feel like they know Philippians 1:20? That's why we're here to help. We're going to help you memorize Philippians 1:20. So we're going to read it out loud together twice. Okay? We're going to read it out loud together twice, and then we're going to take some of the words away and see if you can remember what goes in those blanks, all right? So here we go. On the count of 3, we're all going to read it together. 1, 2, 3. For I fully expect and hope that I will never be ashamed, but that I will continue to be bold for Christ, as I have in the past. And I trust that my life will bring honor to Christ, whether I live or die. Philippians 1:20. Okay, we're going to read it out one more time. Then we're going to take some of the words away. Here we go. For I fully expect and hope that I will never be ashamed, but that I will continue to be bold for Christ, as I have in the past. And I trust that my life will bring honor to Christ, whether I live or die. Philippians 1:20. All right, here we go. We're going to take some of the words away. If you're watching online, go ahead and fill in these blanks yourself. I will tell you, one of these blanks is messed up, and I will correct it when we get there. All right, here we go. Take some of the words away. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. For I fully expect and hope, that's right, I accidentally put no in that blank, but that I will never be ashamed, but that I will continue to be bold for Christ, as I have in the past. And I trust that my life, there we go, will bring honor to Christ, whether I live or die. And where is it from? Philippians 1:20. There we go. So next week, y'all, we're going to take everything away and see if you can remember it. Make sure you're reading it up this week. We'll be posting it on social media. Make sure you get it stuck and deep implanted into your head there. So with all that being said, y'all, I am going to turn things over to Tyler Bryan to come out and continue this series. But as for right now, turn your attention to the screens.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. My name is Tyler, and I am the middle school pastor here. I just got asked a couple questions I got to address real quick. One was, do you think those are funny? And I said, yes, I do. And then you just sit in like a dark room by yourself in the week and record those? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I love those. Well, hey, guys, we are talking about joy and having a bold joy this morning. And I'm going to start off with a little bit of a game. Basically, I'm going to read some scenarios to you, and you tell me whether or not they would bring you joy or not. If you were on YouTube, just put it in the chat, yes or no. But here we go. It's simple enough. Great. All right, number 1. Let's say you find $20 on the ground outside Target. Yes or no? Yes? Yeah? All right. I mean, to make it even better, you find $20 on the ground outside Target the day after Valentine's Day, and you get discounted candy. Know what I'm saying? Yes. All right. Number 2, as you are checking out with your plunder, someone is running around in a panic asking anyone if they found $20 because that was the only money they had to buy their baby food, so you give it back. So you would say no joy. Who else? Yes, no? Everyone at once. Okay, I had these mixed answers. We have some bad people in here. Okay. Now let's say you go to school and you arrive at the exact same time as your squad and you can all walk in together. You can hang out together before your classes start. Joy, yes or no? Yes. I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to touch that one. All right. Now at school, by coincidence, every teacher you have, every teacher assigns like a full-on project due at the end of the week. Yes or no? Someone loves school in here and loves projects. I'm hearing most no's, but some yeses. Okay. Now let's say you go to Taco Bell and there is someone else in the Bell and they are full, so they offer you their last Doritos taco. It's unwrapped, untouched, but hey, like, do you want this? Yes or no? Mixed, I would say yes. It's a gift that keeps on giving, if you know what I mean. All right. Now, after the first bite, it falls apart and it misses the paper on the table and it falls on your shorts and on the floor. And the one person in there that you found mildly attractive saw it all happen. I said mildly, son. Yes or no? Joy or no joy? Mostly no's. Okay, so here's the thing. Most of these situations and most of the bad ones, we would say, do not bring us joy. And we can think about all sorts of situations that happen to us or things that do not happen to us that we want. When they don't happen, we would say, yeah, they do not bring me joy. For instance, maybe if you had more Instagram or TikTok followers, you would have more joy. Maybe if you had more money to buy things that you wanted with, you would have more joy instead of just watching everyone else around you have this stuff. Or maybe if you had less rules to follow at home and less chores to do, you would have more joy. That's agreeable. Maybe if you got that one guy or girl to like you back, you would have joy. But here's a question. Rhetorical, so don't answer. Can you experience joy if you are consistently let down? I mean, like, consistently, your life does not meet the expectations that you have for it. You're in unfortunate situations. Is that possible? And so, okay, well, here's my question then. Let's say you get arrested and you are put in jail because you have outwardly said, and the authorities heard you say, that cats are better than dogs. So you are arrested and you are taken to jail, which should be a law, but it's not. Tyler Bryan for president, 2040, whatever. That's my platform. Listen. The point is, you go to jail for something that you believe is right, and you're in jail. Would that bring you joy? I really disagree with that. Very disagree. I'm going to guess that most of you guys would say no. And here's why I bring up that example. Because this is exactly where Paul is right now. We've been looking at Philippians for the past 2 weeks, and today included. And Philippians is a letter that Paul wrote to a church in a town called Philippi, hence Philippians. He's writing this letter from jail. Do you know why he's in jail? Because the government found out that he's a Christian and follows Jesus. That is it. He's in jail for simply saying, I follow Jesus. And he writes this letter, and he makes some pretty bold claims in it, hence the name of the series, Bold, Walking Through Philippians. And he says we should have bold faith and bold friendships. But today we're looking at one more thing he says in the letter that's bold. We're going to take a look. We're going to throw it up on the screens for you. Philippians 2 says this, but I will rejoice even if I lose my life, pouring it out like a liquid offering to God. Just like your faithful service is an offering to God. And I want all of you to share in that joy. Yes, you should rejoice, and I will share joy. That's pretty intense. He's literally saying, yeah, if I get the death penalty in here and my blood just pours out of me when I'm killed, I'll have joy. Okay. Maybe Paul is just on some spiritual high, right? Maybe he just got back from small group camp. Maybe he just got back from color war or a really good Sunday morning service. And yeah, he's going to say that. But you know what? I'm willing to bet that Paul, under normal circumstances, like on a random Wednesday night, would never say this. Maybe he's just on a weird, like, spiritual ride right now. But under normal life, he would not say this. Well, let's take a look. Philippians 3. Paul goes on to say this. Whatever happens, my dear brothers and sisters, rejoice in the Lord. I never get tired of telling you these things, and I do it to safeguard your faith. All right, odd. He seems to always tell us to have joy, so he's that guy. He's the personification of K-Love, apparently, and it was a Christian radio station. It's always positive and encouraging, but yes. But Paul is saying, yeah, always, whatever happens, have joy. But maybe Paul is saying this. Maybe he's saying, guys, whatever happens to me, you should have joy. As long as it doesn't happen to you. Don't worry about me. I want you guys to have joy no matter what happens. Just don't worry about me. Maybe. But let's take a look at Philippians 4. And Paul says this. Always be full of joy in the Lord. I say again, rejoice. It would seem that Paul's definition of joy and mine are very different. See, mine are conditional. Certain things have to be met for me to have joy. But Paul is saying, nope, no matter what, have joy. No matter if I'm in jail for something that I think is right, I'm going to have joy. If you fail to reach 1,000 followers, have joy. If you fail to never have enough money to get what you want, have joy. If you have to scrub all your toilets and do all the dishes, have joy. If you never get that one girl or guy to like you, have joy. If your parents separate and file for divorce, have joy. If your best friend moves away, you might never see them again, have joy. If you have friends at school who find out that you're a Christian and don't want to hang out with you anymore, have joy. Paul doesn't seem to say that there are any exceptions. There are no loopholes. There are no ways around this. Always have joy. And some of you guys may be upset, maybe like feeling uncomfortable because what I said just now is something that you are going through. Maybe your parents are getting a divorce and you are angry because, guys, I have divorced parents. Having 2 holidays is not all it's cracked up to be. 2 Christmases, 2 Thanksgivings, 2 everythings is really not that fun. So you're sitting there saying, how can you tell me to have joy? How can you tell me, you have no idea what I'm going through right now. You have no idea what my friends are like right now. You have no idea what my home life is like right now. You have no idea what's going on in my life. How can you tell me to have joy? Well, I think that maybe we are confusing joy for happiness. You see, happiness is awesome. Happiness is great. Happiness is a gift from God. He created that feeling of satisfaction, of elation for us to experience in this world, right? We get happiness from things like, yes, gaining followers, or yes, finding out that we don't have any chores to do, eating cake. You cannot be sad and angry and eat birthday cake. You can't. Here's why. We can look at the stats about how overeating and emotional eating is a thing. You know why? Because food makes us happy. So yeah, when I'm eating cake, I'm happy. But while you can be happy maybe for a day, a week, or even weeks at a time, we know that happiness can be gone just like that. Once my cake is done, I want more. Right? Once I finish that show I was binge watching, dang it, now I feel like there's this empty void in my life. What am I going to do now? Happiness goes away. So how then, if we're called to be all full of joy, how do we experience real joy at all times? What even is this? Here's 2 ways I think that we can start to understand and experience joy at all times. Number 1 is this. Realize first that happiness is a gift, right? God made it. It's a feeling that He wants you to have. He wants you to enjoy life, to hang out with friends, to make memories, to eat the cake. He wants you to do that, but this feeling, it goes away. And when the happiness that is a gift is gone, it's time for us to also realize that joy is a choice. Joy is an attitude adjustment. It is saying, yeah, I know that things in this world sometimes suck. I know that sometimes things in this world are tough, that pain and hurt happens. I don't think that God caused it. But in these moments where I'm experiencing hurt and tragedy, I'm going to choose to believe that God is good, that God is faithful, that God is present, and that He's a God who builds bridges. And no matter what the circumstance is, I'm going to choose to believe that my God is working on my behalf. A lot of the pain and suffering that we experience, guess what? God has a plan to use that for good. And here's what I mean by that. Paul's in prison, right? Remember, I just said that a second ago. Paul's in prison for something he didn't necessarily do. He just believed something, followed Jesus. He's in jail. Paul did not complain. Paul did not post a sob story for followers and to gain attention, or to a sad woe is me just to gain followers. He instead had this mentality. Check it out. We'll put it on the screens. And I want you to know, my dear brothers and sisters, that everything that has happened to me here has helped spread the good news. For everyone here, including the whole palace guard, knows that I'm in chains because of Jesus. I'm going to stop there. But essentially, Paul is saying, yeah, I don't know why God put me here. I don't even think he did it necessarily. It just kind of happened. But you know what? People are coming to know who Jesus is because I'm in jail. I'll take it. That's awesome. That's the equivalent of us saying, yeah, I don't know why my parents are getting a divorce. God does not cause that. It breaks his heart to see people get divorced. But you know what? There's someone in your life maybe who's also going through it, and you can be there in their life offering hope and offering like a friendship that really understands what they're going through. And that part of it is awesome. That part of it is awesome. Maybe you go to Starbucks and you want a caramel frappuccino, but they're all out of caramel sauce. And you think, hey, that sucks. But you know what? While I'm here, I know my mom likes their mochas with both white and regular chocolate put in there. It's super dope. Just try it out. I'm going to get her that instead. It's choosing to know that there is going to be good out of any situation that you find yourself in. Bold joy is a choice in any situation, whether it's good or bad. A second way to experience joy every single day is to develop and deepen your relationship with Jesus. This amazing magical thing happens whenever we spend time in the Word and when we get to know God and we pray and we talk to him. If you don't know what that means, talk to me or your small group leaders. We'd love to help you out, understand that more. But the more you spend time with God, the more you see the world like God does. The more you see people like God does. And all those grudges that you hold against people, the anger that you feel, the terrible, like minor and major inconveniences that test your patience. The more you spend time with God, the more those become love and grace and patience. If you want to develop joy in the Lord, spend time with God and you become like him. And I don't mean you'll grow a beard. I don't mean you're going to turn water into Mountain Dew, which would be super dope also. But your attitude and your who you are as a person is becoming more like him. Now, what makes this joy so bold? It's the same thing that makes that faith from week 1 so bold. It's a faith that you live out. It's the same thing that makes that bold friendship so bold. That you actually point one another to Jesus. No one expects you to have it. That's what makes this joy so bold. Because we live in a world that glorifies the negative. We glorify those who gain like attention by complaining about things and canceling things and all this stuff. But God is saying, and Paul is saying, listen, no matter the situation, don't get into the whole, oh man, look at what happened to me, sob story. Instead, know that God is working. Choose joy in any situation. I'm legitimately fine whatever happens to me because I know it's just one more thing that I'm going to be able to invest in somebody else. You know how many conversations I've had with students about their parents getting divorced because my parents are divorced? You know how many conversations I've had with students who feel suicidal and depressed because I was that as well and have been even recently? Man, God does not cause those things, but he's making beautiful things come from it. A lot of us in this room and here, and some of you guys online, know a leader by the name of Cindy. Cindy is one of our amazing, amazing 8th grade leaders. There are very few people I've ever met who loves and leads students as well as Cindy. She has not been here in a year. And it's not because she doesn't like you or like MSM. She's been sick. And I was talking with her. I talk with her every now and then. And she was saying, I'm going to try to come tomorrow. I'm going to try to make it back to MSM. And we were like so thrilled. But she's not here today. And so we're texting about it. And these are actual messages I have from Cindy. Yeah, when I contracted COVID, my biggest side effect was vomiting. After many tests and procedures, I was told it would eventually go away. But after 7 months, it didn't. The virus damaged how my gallbladder functions, so it was removed. She had surgery this past month. I thought that was it, but I'm still vomiting. Later on yesterday, why she's not here today. Hey, I won't be there tomorrow. I threw up 21 times during 4 episodes today. Exhausted and dehydrated. 7 months of this. 7 months throwing up every single day, all the time, not knowing what the issues are, can't get out of the house, even if you wanted to now, can't do anything, feels weak, dehydrated. That's tough. She feels stuck. She doesn't even know doctors don't even know what it is all the way. But she said this, I'm sorry. And I said, you should be, because no matter what, you should be here. Just kidding, I didn't say that. She said, sorry, never in my life would I think something like this would ever happen to me. My joy comes from God. He will get me through whatever it is. I can tell you firsthand that Cindy is not happy. But she has joy because she knows that something is going to come out of this later down the road. And for a lot of us, we don't get to think through what's going to happen later because we're stuck in the moment now. And that's okay. Your brains will form that way eventually. But Cindy is someone who I look up to, who a lot of us in this room look up to, who has loved you guys for over a year, almost better than anyone, who wants nothing more than to get back here, who is sidelined at home, and it's not her fault. And Cindy is saying, I have joy. It's in Jesus. That is a choice that Cindy has made. That is an attitude adjustment. She's not complaining about it. She never says, woe was me. She's not once complained to me in a text message over a year. She just says, hey, pray for this. I have this coming up. She updates me. But she is not stuck in that victim mentality. Instead, she is choosing to show joy. When she does come back, I hope we celebrate her like crazy, right? And give her a taste of that joy that she's been holding on to. But we are going to talk about what it means to have this bold joy a little bit more in our small groups. And so small group leaders, just so you know, online and in person, service does go over today by about 15-ish minutes. So we do have some time in small groups today. But I want to have you guys just kind of think about this question as you go to small groups. Well, we know what happiness is, and we kind of think that joy was the same thing as happiness, maybe. But now, after hearing this and diving into it, what are the differences? What's the difference between joy and happiness? Think about that question. We'll get started there in our small groups. After I pray, we are going to dismiss, and we'll let you guys know what that looks like in just a moment. But after I pray, and I say amen, just so you know, YouTube crowd, you are good to go over to Zoom for small as soon as I say amen. Let's pray. God, we thank you so much for who you are, that, God, this world, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes a lot of things happen to our lives that, A, are just because of dumb things that we do. B, because we don't have any control over it. These things happen to us. But no matter what, God, you've said, I'm going to create a masterpiece out of a mess. And you do that, God. And I'm not saying that you cause the mess. I'm not saying that it makes you glad that there's a mess, God, but you continually make beautiful things out of really ugly situations. God, that is the joy that we hold on to. That nothing in this world can satisfy our lives because things in this world can go away in a moment. You are good, God. You are faithful and you are present. And I pray, God, that we would understand what it means to follow you and to go along the bridges that you build between people and to experience the joy that only you can give. I pray this in your name. Amen. YouTube crowd, go ahead and head over to Zoom. Remember,
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon, the middle school coordinator at the Morrisville campus. What a great message we got to hear. I hope you really take it to heart. Our message, games, and everything we do on this YouTube channel every Sunday is all done to lead you into the most important part of our Sunday experience, small groups. Small groups are a great place for you to connect with friends, other middle school students, some awesome leaders, and have meaningful discussion around today's topic and how it applies to your life. We want everyone to have a place that they are known and can share, can connect, and can grow with Jesus. With COVID and social distancing, it can be so easy to feel alone and isolated. So we want you to come connect with us in small groups. We have them every weekend at all our Hope campuses, as well as virtually on Zoom for those who can't make it in real life. If you've been around for a while, you can go ahead and follow that Zoom link that you received when you registered for small groups. And if this is your first time, we are so glad you joined us today. Just follow the link in the description of this video and follow the steps to sign up for online small groups. Thank you again for joining us today, and we'll see you over on Zoom. Head over to Zoom now. Bye!